do you ever wish that you were tall?
Hey, of course. Naomi Campbell.
Dumelang, bana beso, and welcome back to Catch It With Kamo. I'm back with another video, and this time around it is a sit down, and we're basically going to talk about a little person living in a big world. So she will do an introduction for herself.
Hi guys, welcome to Kamo's channel.
Yes.
My name is Buyi, Buyi aka Buyi, and I am a little person.
Yes. So we know that the condition that you have, or do you say condition or disease?
The condition.
A condition, yeah, that you have is Osteogenesis Imperfecta, right?
Yes.
So can you just briefly tell us what it is about?
Well, Osteogenesis Imperfecta, it's a condition that firstly one is born with, and it prevents you from growing any taller. And also you are born with fragile bones, like you fracture a lot.
Oh, okay.
You fracture a lot, and I think that's one of the reasons why you can't grow any taller, because the more you fracture, I think there's something that's happening to the bones. Yes, you fracture a lot, but then there is treatment now for it.
Oh, okay.
So you won't fracture as
that
much, but you will
still get the fractures.
Yes, but you will still remain little. Yes.
So you only get it like you born with it, so you can't have it like later on.
No, you can't have it later on.
Even
though sometimes, like in my case, my mom did not know that I have it until later on when I was in primary, when I started fracturing a lot. Only then they realized that there is a problem here. There is no way I can fracture so much.
Yeah.
And then that's how they were able to find it out.
Okay. And then when did you realize that you were different from others? Because growing up, like as toddlers, we like the same height. So when did you come to the realization that you're actually different from others?
I came to the realization when I was in grade 3, I think.
Oh.
Yes, I was in grade 3, because grade 1 and 2, I did have classmates that were as tall as I was.
Yes.
But grade 3, even the smallest started becoming taller than me. And I was like, nah, there's probably something going on here. And then I started fracturing now. And then, yes, that's how I actually found out.
And then
realized that there's something wrong with me. Yes.
And then, like, what challenges did you face when, like, growing up, like, in school? Like, were you ever discriminated against because of your height?
I'd say not really discriminated against, but kids were shocked. Kids were shocked, and so I was. Kids were shocked, but then both primary and high school teachers were amazing, principals were amazing, they were supportive. It's just that school kids will remain school kids,
obviously,
because they don't know what this kind of person is, especially in primary. You can imagine you dealing with small kids. So that's, I think, my primary schooling is where I experienced a lot of challenges, because not only was I different, but then I was also dealing with something that I don't know as well. Yes. And now I have other school kids to explain that to. And yeah, but then high school, it's what, teenagers.
Yeah.
Teenagers, they don't care.
Yeah.
Like, they really don't care. They just see, okay, sharp, you are short, and then that's it.
And the name calling?
The name call, yeah, of course, there was name calling. Hence, I say mainly in primary.
And what did they call you?
Well, I can't really remember. Mostly in primary, I wouldn't say it was name calling per se, but kids would laugh.
Oh.
Yes, they would laugh at you
because you're not like them.
You're not like them, and all that stuff. And then obviously I had a fragile heart by then. Yes, so I would also cry when I get home because I don't understand why were they laughing. I can't even explain. And then the name calling was in high school, because those ones, they actually know what they are saying and doing.
Yes, yeah.
So, but then it's not really names I was mad about.
Oh, okay.
It was, I remember I was called, yes, I remember I was called Cortes.
Oh.
I was called Stepezana,
Yo.
short penis.
Wow.
So those are.
And you got like used to
I got used to those names because I was like, okay, at least they are not hurtful.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then with your confidence, because knowing you, I've known you as a confident person like ever since I've known you. So was it something that you had to learn, or was it just a matter of like growing thick skin, or?
I think I had to grow thick skin. Because there was no choice. But firstly, I think I had to accept.
Yes.
I had to accept that I'm like this. I'm never gonna change. So it's up to me how I make my life.
Yeah.
Either miserable myself by allowing those negative talks.
Yeah, or at the end of the day, it's really up to you.
Yes, it's really, really up to me. So yeah, I say I had to learn to grow thick skin. Yes, and not much affects me anymore. But definitely it wasn't smooth sailing growing thick skin. It wasn't smooth sailing. Hence, other people, they get surprised when I'm this confident and bubbly and outgoing. Because
like they're expecting you to be like sad and sad and miserable.
No. I just had to, because I think also something that helped me to grow the thick skin, it's the support from my family and friends.
Yeah.
Yes. The support from my family and friends was amazing. My friends went with me everywhere, and
you didn't feel different.
I didn't feel different at all. And they stood up for me when I was being bullied, and all of that. So I think they are the ones that helped me really to grow thick skin, because I had to. I'm not gonna grow any taller now. Yeah.
But do you ever wish that you were tall?
Hey, of course, Naomi.
Oh, okay. And then something that I've always wondered, when it comes to fashion, right? Like, when you buy your clothes, do you go to the kids section or the adult section, and then you just like alter your clothes and all of that?
I think I go to the kids section. Yes. Because even if I go to the adult section, I think still they don't fit, even if it can be size 28 or
but
size mang.
You can alter them.
Yeah, you can alter them. But I prefer going for what fits from the get-go. Altering is a lot of admin.
Now, imagine having to alter every single clothing that you buy.
It's a lot of admin. So I go to the kids section when I really, really like something from the adult section. Only then I will buy and then alter it.
Oh, okay. Yes. So you sometimes do.
Yes, I sometimes do when I see something that I like.
But your clothes don't even look like they're from the kids section, actually.
Yeah, they don't, because I don't even bump into kids that are wearing the same clothes as me. Because most of the time when I get there, it's the only thing that's left.
And also then you just...
I just take, and then I think another thing is because I mix and match.
Yeah.
Yes, I mix and match. I'll buy something from shop A and then mix it with shop B, and then
like
it's
your
an
own
outfit.
unique outfit.
Yes, my own unique. And like in the kiddie section already, they have a top and maybe pants.
Yes, like it's always like a set.
I don't go for that.
Yeah. I think that's what makes you different from them.
I don't go for that.
Yeah.
So I will buy maybe a top, and then I buy jeans from somewhere, or different ones, so that at least I don't look like a mannequin.
Yeah. And then at your workplace, do you feel that your workplace is friendly for people who are differently abled, or do you think more can be done, and like society in general?
I think more can be done. Most definitely, I think more can be done because I work upstairs, for instance. I work upstairs, and stairs, going up and down the stairs, as little as I am, it can be strenuous.
Yes.
It can be strenuous, so something can definitely be done about that. And I think most places in general where I go, I think more can be done, but then luckily I'm always with people, and they help me out, and I'm grateful that I can walk and try, because there are other differently abled people that can't walk at all. So they'll have to stand by the door, and then whoever they want must come to them and all that stuff. So at least I can still take myself, even though it's strenuous. Yes, even though it's strenuous, because the breathing. Yeah. Some stairs are very, very many stairs that you have to go up,
and then you have to go down again.
And you have to go up and down.
So your bones can still get fractured, like even now.
I think yes, even now it can still get fractured if there is force.
Oh.
Yes.
So you just don't have to be too much on yourself.
Yeah, I just don't have to be too much on myself, and I always have to be careful.
And then the meds that you said that they're now available, do they help with like stopping the fracturing, or it's just a matter of making them a bit, I don't know, what can I say, stronger?
I think they make it a bit stronger. I think you can still fracture. It's just that they are making your bones a bit stronger than before.
Okay.
Hence I say the fractures would now come from if you are using force, or if you fall very, very high.
So it's something that has to happen like many times before.
Yes, you have to. You have to go I used to go 4 times a year, because I can only get it in Bloemfontein. I had to go 4 times a year, and then my entire life basically, until they stop when you are 21. Oh. They stop when you are 21, because they also consider the fact that you are a female, number one, and then you can fall pregnant.
Yes.
And the medication isn't supposed to transfer to the fetus.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, so after 21 you stop.
They stop the meds when you are 21 now. And then,
Oh, okay. And then when it comes to the dating pool, like let's say you're in a talking stage with someone, do you, like from the onset, tell them that you have a condition and you're a little person, or do you wait for that person for you guys like to meet up, or like how do you go around about that?
Well, normally, luckily, I've only been in talking stages and dated people that know me.
Oh, so they already knew.
Yes, and I always try by all means to stay away from social media dating, because then I would have to explain what kind of person I am. Maybe you are expecting a Naomi Campbell, for instance, and then you get a shock of your life. And then you get a shock of your life. So luckily it's people that know me, that have seen me, even though they were a bit shy to approach me, but it's people that know me. So I haven't been on blind dates or dated on social media,
Yes.
where I would have to explain my condition and all of that.
Oh,
Yeah.
And then, do you feel that people who are differently abled are limited? Like, not the ones who can't walk, because obviously they are limited, but just like a person like you, just little, you know. Do you feel like you guys are limited in society?
Yes, we are limited. We are limited because I feel like other how can I say, other opportunities,
Yes.
they aren't that much available for people like us. Yes, and then you are always, it's very funny that kids at school never treated me the way adults treat me, because adults now treat me like a kid.
Wow.
Yes, adults.
And they know very well that you're an adult.
They know why would I be at work with you?
Exactly.
So
make it make sense.
Yes, so kids were much easier to handle
To deal with.
as compared to adults. Adults treat you like a kid, and sometimes that's not nice. Yes, like, no, I'm the same age as you. Exactly. I'm in the same position as you, maybe. And when it comes to promotions, I think that's where we are limited. Because then
you're not likely to
get likely to get it. I don't know why do they think like that, because it's not like we are mentally disabled.
Yeah.
Yes, it's just that we are physically. So yeah, we are definitely limited when it comes to that, and opportunities for us, they aren't that many.
And then, what questions do you not appreciate that people ask you?
Questions that I don't appreciate that people ask me. Can I have kids?
Oh, yeah.
That is a question I don't like people asking me, because yes, I can. I'm sure you've watched Little Women.
A lot of
what.
Yes,
they do have husbands and kids. So I don't know when you ask me that, what am I supposed to say? Yeah, so that, I think that's the main question that I don't like when people are asking me.
So it's just that one.
Yeah,
the others
I can
tolerate.
It's just that one. It's too personal.
Yes.
Yeah, it's too personal. Yes.
Okay. And then when it comes to driving, because personally I've never seen a little person drive. So like, can you guys like drive? Is it like valid?
Yes, you can drive, and you can actually buy any car. It does not have to be
a specific one.
The only thing that would be custom made is your chair.
Because of
your chair and the paddles and all of those things. Those are the only things that can be custom made to suit your needs. And it's either you want paddles, or your paddles can be in a form of buttons on your steering wheel.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
Yes. So mostly I see they go for everything being on the steering wheel, and then you just press a button. The car will do whatever. Yes. So yeah, you can buy any car.
So even when you guys go like to test for like to get a valid driver's license.
Yes.
Like, does the government have a car for you guys, or it's a matter of you having to sort out your own vehicle for the whole testing process?
Well, for me, okay, what happened to me is that I went with, I was doing code 8, and then I went with that car. It's a normal car, because I also had to be sitting on pillows and stuff.
To adjust.
Yeah, and I had to sit on the edge of the seat, because then I still have to reach the pedals. Yes. And then that was not comfortable. And then I failed twice, and after I failed twice, one traffic officer said, you know what, there is forms that I would have to come and fill for a special what I don't know. Yeah. And then whenever I come, I will have to come with my own car that already has all the adjustments that I needed. And then I fill that form, and then I will test, and then I'll get my driver's license. So there is something like that from the traffic section.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And I think a friend of mine also, I haven't done that research yet, but a friend of mine also told me that government does subsidize us for the alterations of the car because they are quite expensive. So the government does subsidize us. I just haven't really found out more information about that because I don't have a car yet, and I'm not thinking of buying one anytime soon. But I'm sure I would definitely find out about that once I do.
Okay.
Yes.
And then do you have like challenges that you have experienced at a young age that you still experience now?
Like
maybe like what can I say, with like the teasing from you know, you were teased from a young age, like does it still happen now?
Yeah, it does. It still does happen, and like I said, I would understand if that has been said or done by a kid. But to my surprise, it's adults that do that. So it's really mind blowing that, huh?
Yeah.
So yes, I still do get teased. You still do find those people that tease me, and it's adults, not even kids. Because kids sometimes they don't know what to say. They'll just laugh. Yes, they'll just laugh. And I would understand as a kid. I always try to put myself in a kid's shoes, and then like if I was also to see someone like me, I would probably react like the same way. But if I'm an adult, then I see another adult who is like me. If anything, I would rather be compassionate, not act in the way they are acting. So yeah.
And then in your normal day-to-day life in your household, do you experience any challenges, or you have like made adjustments in your home to make you more comfortable?
Well, I have made adjustments to make myself more comfortable because I have to live here. But some other things I still need help.
Okay.
Like things that are very high up there. Yes, I still, because I'm scared of heights, especially having to stand on something. I always think like, okay, if I stand on this thing, and then what if I fall?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna start from the scratch again and get fractures and all of those things, because it's not a nice thing to go through. I don't like hospitals. I've been to hospitals so many times in my life, so I just don't like a hospital. So that's why I say I think I'm afraid of heights, because that's what I always think about. What if I fall and then I have a fracture at this age now?
It's more risky.
It's more risky. Nah.
And then what can you like? What's your say on the whole people who are differently able, like the awareness about it? Do you think it's enough? More can be done in terms of awareness?
Yeah, I think more can be done, because I don't like the fact that they will be celebrated on that specific day or whatever, and then that's it. It's over, and then we move on with our lives, and they basically also move on with theirs, which is very minimal. So I think more can still be done for people living with disabilities, because they're also human beings. They're also human beings. They most probably have the same ambitions and aspirations as you. True. But then you can get them faster than they can. You know, Yeah, I think more can still be done, because it's really saddening to see some, they will tell you all their dreams and whatnot, but then when you listen to their stories why they couldn't achieve them, it's something very,
It could have been avoided.
It could have been avoided. It could have been done differently.
Yes.
So yeah, a lot can still be done to also make them feel like part of the society, because I think most of the time we feel like outcasts.
Yeah.
Most of the time we feel like outcasts, like we do not belong. We don't know where we belong. We're just those people that are just lingering. Yeah. So I think more can be done so that we can also feel like we also belong.
Yes. You are human beings.
We are
like
human
the rest
beings
of us.
like the rest of you
Yes.
guys. We want to be what you guys are, but then sometimes we are afraid to break out of our shells, because if I do, what if nobody ever takes me seriously?
Yeah.
And then I'm back to square one. Hence, most of them, they are very aggressive people. They always have walls built up, because we are really trying to protect our hearts here.
Yes.
And protect ourselves and our sanity, because when we try to be out there, not so many opportunities are available for us. So hence we are always, most of them, they are bitter, they are strict, but out chica for no reason. It's because they I'm sure they've tried and then they've failed.
They failed, so they just
so
feel
they like
there's no use.
There's no use. And no wonder most of them, they don't even celebrate during their awareness months and all that stuff anymore, because anyway it's for that day and then
it's over. So more can definitely be done.
Yes.
Okay. And then what would you say to someone who has a condition like you, but they're not as confident as you are? They have not yet accepted themselves.
It's a hard thing to do. It's a very hard thing to do, but can be done. It's a hard thing to do, but can be done. All you need to do is just to accept. Just to accept that you are like that, and try change what you can change. So accept what you cannot change, and change what you can change. And I think that should be the start of most things in your life. I'm telling you, because I saw it with me.
It changed.
The minute I accepted what I cannot change and I changed what I can, it gave me confidence, and I became this kind of person that I am.
Okay. And then have you ever used your height to advantage?
All the time. All the time. I use it all the time, but mainly not on too serious things.
Yes.
Not on too serious things, because on things where I want to be heard, then I want to be heard, I'm not going to use it. But then or I want to get something, like for instance, most of the time because people they are like, Haibo, this girl is so short, and then she's out there partying and what, and then people would be drawn to that. And then all of a sudden we would just see maybe free drinks coming, and then they would even tell you that it's because of me. It's because of me. So yeah, that does happen. I also use my height to my advantage. Like maybe when I'm tired to do something, I'll just say I cannot reach it. I cannot reach it, even though you can have means to reach it, but I'll just say I cannot reach it. But where I want to be heard, I don't use my height at all. Yes, I want to be as loud as I can.
Yes. Okay. And then, like you said, like when you go out clubbing and partying like that, do they ever ask for your ID to like check your age?
It only happened once in Durban.
Oh.
Yes, it only happened once in Durban, and I wasn't really that hurt or shocked or surprised, but my friends were. So the minute they asked for my ID, my friends turned, and then we all left. They didn't want to stay there anymore. They didn't want to stay anymore, so we left before we could even sit down. Because they asked for my ID and they felt offended.
Yeah.
Yes. So hence I'm saying I've always been surrounded by
supportive friends,
supportive people,
which is necessary.
Yes.
Like a good support system is necessary. And then, do you have anything else to say, to add on before we close off?
Let me see. I think what I have to say to add on is that people must be kind to people that are differently abled, because already they're going through a lot psychologically, not only physically, but psychologically they are already going through a lot. So being kind and always trying to see things from their perspective, it would bring this world to a much better place. So just be kind and try put yourself in their shoes and then see where they're coming from, because that's how we mostly overlooked. But then you are not really trying to get where I'm coming.
It's not the case.
Exactly. That's not always the case. Yes, I'm one of them sometimes. But
only when it's necessary.
Only when it's necessary. So if the only thing I can say, just to add on, is that people should be kind to people who are differently abled and try to put yourself in their shoes so that you can see things the way they do. Yes. I think that's what I can add on.
All right, Ausi Buyi. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. And I hope that viewers have learned something from today's episode, and that you guys should be kind and let's treat people who are differently abled from us equally, like the way you treat someone who's the same height as you. Yes, so I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye. Oh, when is it?
That was nice. Yeah, you should be like a Let's go around.